So we're going to start in an easy seated position. So an easy seated position is anyone where your spine is at ease. So sometimes sitting up or a block or a pillow, on a block or a pillow, can help to take some of the work out of a straight and tall and spine at ease. So just take a moment to make sure, check in with your back, make sure that you can breathe freely and easily, and then close your eyes. Taking a deep breath in through your nose to the bottom of your lungs. Let's start this practice with your breath. Bringing awareness to it, bringing fullness to it. One more deep inhale, really starting to calm your mind, calm your body, bringing awareness internally. So today we're going to be working a lot with your shoulders. If you want to get yourself a strap, extension cord, a dog leash, whatever you'd like to help assist yourself into some of these poses, that's perfectly fine. So with a deep inhale, we're going to let your head just gently drop down, your chin towards your chest. Bringing your awareness to the back of your neck, from the shoulders up to the back of your skull. Feel that gentle stretch. As you take a deep inhale, fill your lungs to the bottom. With an exhale, let your head drop back, your chin up towards the sky. Feel that gentle stretch down the front of your throat. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, drop your chin back to your chest. So make sure that your range of motion is pain-free. No pinching, no pain. Take a deep inhale here. With an exhale, we're going to take your head back one more time. Chin to the sky. If you feel pinching or pain in your neck, just drop your head down to a more neutral position. Take a deep inhale, and exhale, bring your head back to straight, so you're looking straight ahead. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, just gently let your right ear drop over towards your right shoulder. If you'd like, you can push your left elbow down towards the floor, just to create an anchor and allow you to feel that gentle stretch. You can experiment with just turning your head a little bit, the chin towards the sky or the chin towards the floor, until you feel that nice stretch between the ear and the shoulder. Take a deep inhale here. With an exhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Gently pushing your right elbow down towards the floor to anchor the pose. Adjusting your chin a little towards the ceiling or towards the floor until you feel that gentle stretch between the ear and the shoulder. Deep inhale here. With an exhale, take your right ear back to your right shoulder. Deep inhale here. Left ear back to the left shoulder. Breathe. One more time, taking your head back to the center. Inhaling your arms up to the ceiling. Deep lengthening breath. Your shoulder blades down and away from your ears, your fingertips reaching up. Interlace your fingers and bring them behind your head. As you inhale, push your elbows back. Lift your chest to the sky. Lift your chin towards the sky. Feel that opening as you exhale. Round forward, bringing your elbows together. The weight of your head gently taking that stretch a little deeper. Inhale it up, elbows to the back, chin rising up. Exhaling, rounding forward. Elbows together, the weight of your arms just gently bringing your chin towards your chest. One more time with an inhale, expanding your chest, elbows to the back. Exhaling back to a neutral position, your chin looking straight ahead, your arms floating up to the sky as you inhale, reaching shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Right hand to the side of your head, the left side. Use the weight of your right arm to gently draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. Your left arm can come behind you in a sailor's pose, or just let it hang. Pushing that left elbow down towards the floor, feeling that gentle stretch. Just the weight of your right arm. You're not pulling on your head, breathing. One more deep inhale. Breathe into the areas that feel tight or restricted. Exhaling, releasing any tension. Slowly releasing your head back to the center. Your arms float back up with an inhale, reaching for the sky. As you exhale, take it to the opposite side. So your left hand comes to the right side of your head. The weight of your left arm gently drawn. Left shoulder towards your left ear. Gently pushing your right elbow down to anchor the pose. And breathe. Breathe deep into your belly. Exhale slowly. Melting. Releasing your head, bringing it back to neutral, the arms floating back up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through your arms, shoulder blades down and away from your ears. As you exhale, take your left hand over to your right knee, your right hand behind you, rotating towards the right. So a big part of moving your arms actually starts with mobility of your thoracic spine. The thoracic spine is the area between your shoulder blades. If that's stuck or not moving, then your arms won't move fully and freely. So this little rotation through that part of your spine is a way of helping to engage mobility through the central spine and through the shoulders. Push down into that back hand and lengthen your spine with an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can rotate just a little further. Close your eyes and find the areas that feel tight or restricted. And imagine yourself breathing into those areas, expanding them with your breath. And then as you exhale, see if you can rotate just a little further. One deep inhale, and as you exhale, bring your chest back to face the front. We'll inhale your arms up to the ceiling, lengthening, and then we'll take it to the opposite side. So your right hand comes to your left knee, your left hand pushes down into the floor to help you make a tall and straight spine that's at ease. With each exhale, you try to rotate just a little bit further without struggle, without strain. Push down to the floor for one more deep inhale. With the exhale, try to rotate it further. No struggles, no strains. Take a deep inhale. With an exhale, slowly bring your chest back to the front. So we're going to take your arms out to the side. Curl your fingers under and have your thumbs pointing forward. Gently draw your shoulder blades together. So your arms don't have to be up at shoulder height. They can be down a little bit lower. Find the place where your shoulders feel are at ease, and then start to make some very large circles, bringing your arms forward, connecting your breath to your motion. Hold those shoulder blades lightly pinched together as you inhale up one side of the circle and exhale down the other side of the circle. We're both trying to accommodate at the same time. No pinching, no pain. You're just bringing your arms through a range of motion that we don't use often. You're engaging your lateral deltoids and posterior deltoids. One more big circle, and then bring your arms back. So the fingers are curled under, the thumbs pointing forward. Slowly rotate it back so that your thumbs are pointing behind you. And then reverse the direction of your circle. Still gently trying to hold your shoulder blades pulled together in the back. That engages your rhomboids, a muscle that's really important for proper shoulder mobility and function. Connect your circle to your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down and back. One more circle. And then just bring your arms out to the sides, open your palms, Push the fingers down towards the floor and reach the heels of your hands in opposite directions. Take a deep inhale here. With an exhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Your fingertips just touch. You can stay right there, or you can try to bring the entire palm flat. Reach your right arm up and over. Look up at your right arm if it doesn't bother your neck. If that bothers your neck, just look straight ahead. Push your right hip down into the floor and breathe into that right rib cage. So you're trying to expand your muscles. The latissimus dorsi is one that might limit how much or how easily your shoulders move, so we're stretching through that right now. No pinching and no pain. Breathe so that you feel that right rib cage opening and expanding. As you exhale, reach a little further. Then take a deep inhale, and with an exhale, bring yourself back up. Start with the palms just facing up towards the ceiling, then extend your fingers down towards the floor. Reach in the opposite directions with the heels of your hands, and then drop the right fingertips to the floor. Stay there, or try to get the palm completely flat. Take your left arm up and over, looking up at your left arm if it doesn't bother your neck. Gently pushing down into your left hip, and breathing into the left rib cage. No struggles and no strains. Feel the expansion with the breath. Take a deep inhale here. Reach a little further. With an exhale, bring yourself back up to a tall, straight spine. Taking a deep inhale here. As you exhale, gently bring your left arm across the front of your body. Hold your left elbow with your right hand. So you can bend that left elbow if you want, or you can keep it straight. It's a little less tension if you bend it. Pay attention to your shoulder blades, that you don't have them up by your ears. You're drawing them down and gently across. No pinching or pain in the shoulder. The rule with any of this is if it hurts while you're doing it, it's probably going to hurt afterwards. So find the gentlest expression of each pose that you can, and then breathe. Close your eyes so that you can feel. No struggle and no strain. Breathing deep into the very bottom of your lungs. One more deep inhale. Then exhale, see if you can gently draw that arm across a little bit further. And then release that arm out to the sides. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take a deep inhale, lengthening. As you exhale, your right arm comes across. Your left hand holds the elbow. Either have that arm straight or bend it. Just takes out a little bit of your biceps if you bend it. So you feel no struggle or strain. Just modify your pose. Your shoulder blades away from your ears. Closing your eyes, breathing into the tightness. Expanding it with your breath. As you exhale, melt. No struggles, no strains. One more deep inhale here. One more slow exhale. And then release your arms back out to the sides. We're going to take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, just bend your elbows, bringing your fingertips to rest on your shoulders. And then start to circle your arms backwards, large circles. Slow and controlled. Inhale up one side, exhale down the other. And then reverse the direction of your circle, still keeping it connected to your breath as best you can. One more full circle. Bring your elbows back to shoulder height or lower. If it feels like pinching, just drop them and then straighten out your arms. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, bring your left elbow underneath, your right elbow underneath of your left elbow, and then try to bring the palms of your hands together. So again, if the palms don't meet, it's perfectly fine. You just have the back of your hands or even your hand all the way down at your elbow. Find an expression of the pose where your shoulders can be at ease. If you can get your thumbs to the center of your forehead, that's really wonderful. If not, that's okay. Take a deep inhale and arch back like you're doing a cow pose. Your belly spills out into your lap. As you exhale, round forward, pull your belly to your spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Push your shoulder blades apart as you pull your belly to your spine. Inhale to cat. Exhale the cat. One more time. Inhale the cow. Exhale the cat. And then bring your spine to straight. Keep your right and left elbows right where they are. And we're going to try and lift your arms with an inhale, breathing into your belly. Your arms float up towards the sky. Exhale and bring them back down. Follow your own breath. Inhale, let the arms rise up. Exhale, let them come down. One more time. Inhaling, letting the arms float up to the sky. Exhaling them back down. And then release your arms, taking them out to the side. We're going to do the same on the other side. So taking your left elbow underneath of your right, the palms come together, or the backs of the hands meet. Thumb to the center of your forehead. If you can reach it, inhale it back into cow. Your belly spills out as you arch back. Exhale, rounding forward. Shoulder blades separate, belly to the spine. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, take it back to cow. Exhale, round it forward. One more full cycle, following your breath. Exhale, get back. And then bring your spine to straight. Inhaling it as your arms rise up. Exhaling as it comes down. Inhale as it rises up. Exhale as it comes back down. One more time, following your own breath. Inhaling as it goes up. Exhaling as it comes down. Brilliant. Separating your arms, pushing away the walls. Lengthen your spine with an inhale. With an exhale, bring your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers and gently drop your knuckles to the floor as you lift your chin and your chest towards the sky. As you exhale, round forward, folding at your hips, bringing your forehead towards the ground. Now you get to stay right here, or with an exhale, lift your hands from your hips up towards the sky. No pinching, no pain. And then lower those arms back to your hips, slowly unfold, bringing your spine back to straight, keeping your fingers interlaced. Take both hands and bring them over to your right hip. So the goal is to get them there. If it feels like it's pinching or pain, just leave them right in the center of your back. That's perfectly fine. This is a deep stretch of that left shoulder. Closing your eyes and breathing into the areas that feel tight or restricted. With an exhale, turn to your right. Looking over your right shoulder, if that's available to you, just helps to add a little bit of a stretch into the shoulder, from the ear to the shoulder. Deep inhale, lengthen. Slow exhale, try to rotate a little further if that's available to you. And take a deep inhale here. With an exhale, bring yourself back to the center. Drop your knuckles to the floor. Lengthen, arching back. Exhaling forward. Keeping your arms right there on your hips, or with an exhale, lifting them up. Slowly lowering your arms back to your hips and rolling back up to a straight, tall spine. Taking both arms over to your left hip. Taking that stretch deeply into the right shoulder. No pinching or pain here. Breathe into the areas that feel tight or restricted. And with your exhale, turn towards your left. Close your eyes for a moment and see what it is you feel. Reconnect with the depth of your breath. And then release slowly back to the front. Dropping your knuckles to the floor. Inhaling, arching back, lifting your chin and your chest. Exhaling, folding forward. Staying right there with an exhale, lifting your arms from your hips towards the sky. Slowly lowering your arms back down, slowly unfolding. Releasing your fingertips, just leaving your arms right behind you. Take a deep inhale. Start to raise your arms towards the ceiling. The backs of your hands come to press into each other above your head. So shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Just gently press the backs of your hands together. Now if that bothers you above your head, just take them out in front of you. It's perfectly fine. You're getting the same contraction. It's an isometric contraction, meaning you're strengthening a muscle without moving it through its range of motion. Stay right here, pressing into your arms for 1, 2, 3, and then with your arms or above you, slowly start to bring them out into the front, the modified position. And breathe. Shoulder blades gently pull back, push into the backs of your hands, and feel that strengthening. And then slowly release and just shake out your arms. So we have one more deep shoulder stretch. So we have modifications of this. If you want to, you can use a strap. So we're going to take the strap into your right hand. I'm just straightening out my leg because it feels good that way. You don't have to do that. You can keep yourself in whatever way feels good to you. Strap is in your right hand. Take both arms up and over your head. Then take your left arm behind you and see if you can find that strap. And then slowly walk your hands towards each other. I'm going to turn around so you can see it from the rear. Slowly use that strap to connect to your hands. Find the place where it doesn't pinch, and that's where we're going to hold. Where your right elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling, straight ahead, straight up, not out ahead. If you can reach your fingertips together, that's perfectly fine. No pinching, no pain. Just realized you probably can't hear it when I turned in the opposite direction. No pinching and no pain. Find an expression of each and every pose that you can hold with ease. Stay right where you are, enjoying that stretch as it is, or with an exhale, fold forward. If you're folded forward, try to push your elbows up towards the ceiling so that they're not pointing down towards the floor. One more deep inhale here. One more slow exhale. And then if you're folded forward, gently bring yourself back up. Slowly release your arms and shake them out. That's a really deep stretch. Most of us don't reach behind our back often except to maybe wash your back, tuck in a shirt or fasten a bra. That internal rotation gets really tight. So keeping it mobile is great. So we're going to switch this strap over to your left hand. As we inhale, we'll raise our arms up and overhead. As we exhale, we'll take our right arm behind you, holding onto that strap, and then gently trying to walk your fingers towards each other. Find the depth of your breath. As you exhale, see if you can release some of the trying, some of the tension, some of the effort. You may find that for 2 or 3 deep breaths, you can just hold in one place, and then all of a sudden it releases, and you might be able to move up on that strap a little bit further. Breathe in through your nose, the bottom of your lungs, staying where you are, or with an exhale, folding forward. Breathing. One more deep inhale here. One more slow exhale. And then gently begin to unfold. Gently release the strap and let your arms come down by your sides. Just shake them out. Shake, shake, shake. So keep the strap nearby. We may use that again. Some people will modify with it, some people won't. That's perfectly fine. Let's just do one more thing. Let's plant your hands down on the floor in front of you, fingertips pointing ahead, elbows straight, and then turn your creases of your elbows forward, turn the creases of your elbows back. So you can do this on all fours if you want. That's where our next pose is going to be, or you can do it from your seating position. It doesn't matter. Just try to keep the palms firmly down on the floor and turn the creases of your elbows forward and back. This helps to mobilize your shoulder, but also your wrists, where your arm bones meet your wrist. So if you're someone that types all day long, this is a really great way to avoid carpal tunnel, to increase mobility through the wrists. One more time, creases of your elbows back, and then creases of your elbows forward. Brilliant. We're going to come up onto all fours. So this is where if your knees bother, you can take your mat, just fold it in half so that your knees have a little extra cushioning. We're on all fours, the tops of your feet are flat. Let's just slowly open those shoulders up in weight bearing by gently rocking our hips back towards our heels and then forward, just bringing your shoulders in front of your hands and then back. So doing this starts to create a fluid. That fluid is produced and distributed through motion. It will be produced and distributed if you're not weight bearing, but it's a little bit better if you are weight bearing as we are now. The motion itself is what produces that fluid and distributes it. That fluid is the nutrient that your shoulder capsule needs. It's also a lubricant. One more time, bringing your hips back to your heels and forward, and then we'll start to circle your shoulders around your hands. So think of this as maintenance for your hips and for your shoulders. We see a lot of people that have had hip replacements, and one of the reasons is they've gone for the majority of their life without moving their hip more than in a straight plane of motion to walk. So this is one of those things that helps to keep the hip healthy and hopefully prevent you from having a hip replacement. And then change the direction of your circles. We're fully lubricating those shoulders so that we can be ready for our single arm handstands. Nobody told you? Surprise. One more full circle. And then bring your shoulders to rest just above your hands. So we're going to take your knees and walk them out to the outside edges of your mat, bring your big toes together, and we're going to do thread the needle. We're going to do 3 warm-up ones, and then the 4th one we're going to hold. So in thread the needle, you're going to take your right arm out to the right. You're reaching towards the wall, and the finger in front of your fingers as if it's just an inch away. We're going to inhale that arm up. Follow it with your eyes, if that doesn't bother your neck. As you exhale, take it underneath of you. As you inhale, take that arm back up to the ceiling. We're just loosening it up a little bit. Exhale, take it underneath. Inhale, take it up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it underneath. This last one, we're going to inhale up to the ceiling, and then we're going to exhale it and keep it on the floor below you. So your option here is to keep your left arm straight or to drop down to the elbow. You can stay right there, or you can drop your right ear all the way to the floor. Find an expression of the pose that you can hold with ease. Breathe into the tightness. Breathe into the areas that feel restricted. Imagine that you're expanding those areas with your breath. And as you exhale, melt. So you have another choice. You can stay right here, or you can take your left leg and reach it up towards the sky. Make sure that your right shoulder stays pulled down and away from your right ear. Feel the stretch, feel the strength. Slowly lower that left leg back to the floor. Slide your left hand back towards you so you can use it to push yourself up. Your left hand, your left knee, and your left foot are all in one line. Take your right foot back to meet that line and your right arm up to the sky. So if balance is an issue for you, take your left foot and swing it off the outside of your mat. And then see if you can raise your right leg from the floor. See if you can look up to your right hand. Feel the strength of the pose. Take that right arm down to your ear, reaching it forward, and then down to the floor and back up to the ceiling. So it's like the arm on a clock. Take it down and back up. One more time, towards your ear, towards the floor, up to the sky. Drop your right foot, drop your right hand, drop your right knee, bringing you back onto all fours. Repositioning for the opposite side, so separate your knees to the outside edges, bring your big toes together. Take your left arm out to the left, reaching for the wall. As you inhale, take the left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, bring it under. As you inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, follow your breath. Inhale to the sky. Exhale it under. The next one we're going to stay, so take it up. Inhale. Exhale, plant it. Thread your needle. Stay up on a straight right arm or bend the right elbow. Stay right there or drop your left ear to the floor. Pull that left shoulder down away from that ear and let your breath release you into the pose. Breathe into the tightness. Stay right here or raise your right leg, pointing the toe to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Find an expression of the pose that you can bring your attention back to the breath, back to the feeling of the pose. No struggles and no strains. Slowly drop that right knee back down. Slide your right hand back towards you so you can use it to push you up. Your right hand, your right knee, and your right foot are in one line. Take your left foot back to meet that line, and then raise your left arm up to the sky. If you need extra balance, take your right foot and swing it off the edge of your mat, and then raise your left your left leg, sorry. Feel the strength of the pose. Let your left arm reach down along towards your ear, and then down towards the floor, and back up to the sky. Towards your ear, down to the floor, and back up to the sky. One more full circle following your breath. And then drop your knee to the floor. Bring your left hand to the floor. You're in all fours. Let's drop back into child's pose. So in child's pose, if you have any problems with your knees, just take a pillow or take a block and slide it between your calves and your thighs. Or even just between your legs like you're sitting on a wide chair. Drop your head down towards the floor. We're going to bring your arms out in front of you, which isn't typical for a child's pose, but your arms are out in front. Let your head rest on a block or a pillow. Breathe. Now turn your hands so that your palms are facing up. Gently push the back of your hands into the floor. It'll help to release a muscle in your shoulder, so this shouldn't be painful. You should feel almost a little decompression, a little pressure taken off. And breathe. Breathe into your belly. Feel the expansion. As you exhale gently, slide your hands out to the opposite side. So if you were at a clock, take your right hand to 1 o'clock, your left hand to 11 o'clock, and gently press down. Breathe. No struggles, no strains. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly turn your palms facing down. Slowly slide them back towards you and use your arms to push you up into Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt is another one that may require a pillow between your thighs and your calves. Just breathing for a moment. Letting go of any struggle or strain. Slowly bringing your hands back to the floor, bringing yourself back up onto all fours. We're going to go into some sun salutations and down dogs. So you have options here. You can do your down dogs onto your elbows. That's perfectly fine. So if you're doing them through the standard sun salutation down dog, we're going to curl your toes under. And as you exhale, you're going to push back your hips towards the sky. You're letting your head relax and just dangle. You know you couldn't get through the month of December without a dangle. You can walk the dog, meaning pushing one leg back and bending the opposite knee, feeling the stretch in just one leg, holding it for a breath or two, and then switching to the opposite side. If you have both legs straight and you want to take this a little further, lift your toes from the floor. Let your neck relax. Shake your head yes and no. Look forward to your hands and either jump or step your feet to meet your hands. Straightening your legs for a forward fold. Breathing deep into your belly. With an exhale, slowly start to round up. So if you have a bad back, leave a small bend in your knees as you come up. Let your chin rest on your chest. Let that be the last thing to straighten. As your spine comes up, your chin and your chest rise up, your arms to the sky, looking up, arching back. As you exhale, swan dive forward. And again, if you have a bad back, Bend your knees till your fingertips touch the floor, and then straighten your legs. Inhale, raise your head and shoulders to a flat back. You can bring your hands to rest on your thighs or your calves to support it. Exhale, drop back down. Inhale, step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot into plank. So this is where you can be on your elbows if you'd like. If you have bad wrists, just go down on your elbows. As you exhale, lower your chest and your body to the floor. Try to keep your elbows in by your side, and then take it to up dog. Or cobra. You can lift your knees from the floor or leave them down. Push down into the floor, lengthen your neck, look up to the ceiling. As you exhale, take it back down to the floor and back to down dog. And breathe. Find the expressions and poses you can do with ease. So we're going to do 2 more sun salutations. If that's too much for you, just do what you can do. Look between your hands. Jump or step your feet to meet your hands. Straighten your legs for a forward fold. Slowly rounding up 1 vertebra at a time. As your chin rises up, your arms follow. Look up and back. As you exhale, fold forward. Knees bent if you have a bad back. Fingertips touch the floor. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to the floor and back to down dog. So gently pushing the back of your knees towards the room behind you, lifting your hips towards the sky, gently trying to bring your chest a little closer to your thighs. Your neck is relaxed. Look forward to your hands. Jump or step your feet to meet your hands. Straighten your legs. Rounding up 1 vertebra at a time. One last sun salutation. Inhale as you come up, arching back. Exhale, follow your breath to the floor. Inhale, lift your chin and chest to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Jump or step back into plank. Lower yourself to the floor, elbows in by your chest. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to the floor and back to down dog. And breathe. Take a moment here to find your breath. No struggles, no strains. Look forward to your hands, jump or step your feet to meet your hands. Straighten your legs for a forward fold. Slowly rounding up to mountain pose. Bringing your toes to touch, your heels to touch, your palms turned forward. My head's chopped off, and that's okay. And breathe. So mountain pose is a balance pose if you close your eyes, but let's start at your feet. Bring awareness to the weight of your body. Equal weight between the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. No struggles, no strains. Gently start to turn your knees towards each other. So you're internally rotating your thighs. You're contracting these very strong muscles that we very rarely do purposefully. Then pull your belly to your spine. Gently draw it up towards your chest. Inhale your shoulders up towards the sky, and as you exhale, draw them down. Lift your chest proudly towards the sky. Close your eyes if you'd like to make this a balance pose. And breathe. Go back and check your points of reference, that you have equal weight between the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. That your knees are rotated in towards each other. That your belly is gently pulled in and up. That your shoulder blades are gently down and together. Breathe. Slowly opening your eyes, separating your feet about hip width behind you. We're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. So you have a couple of choices. You can either leave them just like this, fingertips together, or you can stack your elbows arms one on top of the other. Or if you'd like, you can do reverse namaste. Bringing your palms together, bringing them up your back. Find an expression of the pose you can hold with ease. We're going to turn. You're going to have to turn. I'm going to turn. So you're going to take a step forward with your right foot. So the first thing you want to do here is pull your right hip back and your left hip forward so that you're not rotated at all. Act as if you're turning towards your right. Your legs are straight. Take a deep inhale here. Lengthen your spine, and with an exhale, begin to fold forward, but stop as soon as you feel the stretch behind your hamstrings, the backs of your legs. Make sure that your legs are staying straight. Lengthen your spine with an inhale and drop a little bit further if that's available to you without rotating. So pull that left hip towards the front of the room. Pull the right hip towards the back of the room. Lengthen your spine, and with an exhale, so you can fall a little bit deeper. No struggles and no strains. Breathe. Push back into those knees. Make sure they stay nice and straight, and then slowly begin to unfold. Step your right foot back to meet your left. We're going to do the same on the other side. If you have your arms stacked, just change the stack. The one that was on the bottom, put it on the top. If you're in reverse namaste, you can stay as you are. Take your left foot out, take your left foot straight out in front of you, your left leg straight. You can turn your right foot out about 15 degrees. It helps a little bit with balance. Both legs are straight. Left hip is back, right hip is forward, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, folding forward, stopping when you begin to feel the stretch. Pull back into your left hip. Try to rotate your right hip forward. Exhale, see if you can fold further forward. No struggles and no strains. And breathe. Keep breathing deep into your belly, exhaling slowly, falling further forward when it's appropriate, but don't lose that rotation. Try to keep the right hip pulling forward, the left hip pulling back. Feel that stretch. And slowly unfold. Releasing your arms down to your side, stepping your right foot forward to meet your left, bringing yourself back to the front of your mat. So we're going to have our feet just about hip widths apart. We're going to inhale your arms up to the ceiling. We're going to grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and then gently tilt over towards your right. Standing bow, look up at your left arm if it doesn't bother your neck. You're just trying to lengthen through the rib cage and through that shoulder socket. No pinching or pain here. And breathe. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, come back straight. Release your grip and take your left hand, hold onto your right wrist. As you exhale, slowly bend towards your left, looking up at your right arm if that doesn't bother your neck. And breathe. Breathe deep into your belly. Exhale slowly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself back up to the ceiling. Bringing your hands into heart center. So we're going to come down to the floor, but we're going to do it through the squat and through the crow. If the squat and the crow are not something you want to practice, just go ahead and lay down to your back. So if you're going to go through the squat and to the crow, to the ground, separate your feet so they're just slightly wider than your hips. Try to have your toes pointed straight ahead, and then slowly begin to drop down so that your elbows come between your knees. This is another place where you can use a block. You can have that block right underneath your butt to support some of your weight. And boom. Your hands are in prayer position. Your elbows are on the inside of your knees, pushing them apart, and then try to lengthen your spine. Try to bring your spine as straight as you can and feel that gentle stretch. Breathe. One deep inhale. One slow exhale. And then if you're doing the crow, bring your hands to the floor. Spread your fingers wide. So again, you can use that block. I'm going to demonstrate how you use it. You put it out in front of you. Your fingers are spread wide. There's a small bend in your elbows. Begin to bring yourself forward. You can let your head rest on that block so you have 3 points of contact. And then try to lift your toes from the floor. And breathe. Slowly release your crow. Bring your bottom to the floor. And then try to straighten your legs out in front of you. Lower yourself to the floor. We're going to make our way back to our backs and prepare for final relaxation. So make sure that you use something underneath of your head, underneath of your neck, to support your head, so that your chin is pointing straight ahead of you instead of instead of up towards the ceiling. Watch Lola, she'll show you how to do it the right way. So your arms are by your side, your palms are facing up. If you have a bad back or this feels like it pulls in your back, just slide a pillow underneath of your knees so there's a small bend in your knees. And breathe. Breathe deep into your belly. Exhale slowly. Bring your awareness to the weight of your body on the floor. Bring your awareness to the feel of the air on your skin. I'm going to ask you to imagine that you're sitting by a campfire, your feet just close to the flames, feeling toasty and warm. Just imagine those amber, crackling lights playing with the shadows all around you, warming the bottoms of your feet. As you take a deep breath into your belly, imagine that some of that warmth is drawn up over your feet and into your ankles. It's a soothing warmth, an energizing feeling. As you take another deep breath, imagine that warmth is drawn up and over your calves. Feel it melting tension, easing discomfort, soothing. As you take your next deep inhale, imagine that warmth from that crackling amber light is being drawn up over your knees, into your thighs and your hips. Imagine that it melts away tightness. That it's energizing every cell in your legs with a positive healing energy. Your next breath, drawn deep into the bottom of your lungs, draws that warmth up over your pelvis, into your abdominals. Soothing warmth in your belly. A relaxing ease. Imagine that warmth, that amber light is melting away worry, fears. Your next deep inhale draws that warm and amber light into your fingertips, across your palms and your wrists, your forearms, your lower rib cage. Feel it sinking deep into the joints, your hands and your wrists. Imagine it replacing tension with ease. Your next deep inhale draws that warmth up over your chest and your shoulders. Imagine it melting. Imagine it releasing anxiety, judgments about yourself or others, fears and worries. One more deep inhale, drawing that warmth over your entire body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, enveloping your body in a positive, energizing force, replacing negativity, replacing dis-ease. Replacing strain with warmth, with stillness, with ease and calm. As your body, legs relaxed, bring to mind a thought of a loved one. Someone here, someone not here. Someone that makes you smile on the inside or helped you through difficult times. Someone that just makes you feel good. Imagine their smile, imagine their laughter. Imagine the warmth of their embrace, whatever you'd like, but bring them fully into your mind. And just visit them there for a moment. Certainly send them a thank you, if you'd like. And then release that person to the universe, knowing that you're always connected. They're always just a thought away. Let your mind come to stillness. Let any distraction be noticed and let drift aside. Without a story, without an attachment. And breathe. If your mind begins to wander, just gently bring it back to stillness as a choice. And then we'll slowly bring your attention back to your body, back to this moment. And we're just wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Spreading your fingers apart, spreading your toes apart, feeling the space between your fingers, the space between your toes. Gently curling your fingers into a fist, curl your toes under and feel the skin as it stretches over your knuckles, as it stretches over the tops of your feet. And then let your hands and your feet just relax. Take a deep inhale and draw your shoulders up towards your ears. As you exhale, slowly slide your arms down the floor towards the bottom of your mat. Feel that gentle stretch from your shoulders into your neck. And then let that relax. Gently rock your head from side to side. Letting the floor massage out any tightness in the shoulders. Feeling the movement of your neck. And then let your head come to rest wherever it finds itself comfortable. As you inhale, filling your lungs from the bottom, let your arms rise up towards the ceiling. And then empty your lungs as your arms fall to the floor behind you. With a deep inhale, reach back with your fingertips, reach forward with your heels, and feel that lengthening stretch along the entirety of your body. And as you exhale, draw your knees to your chest, let your arms float down. Gently hug your knees in. Your shoulders relaxed, your jaw relaxed. Breathe. If you'd like, you can gently rock side to side on the floor, waking up the muscles, the bones around your spine. And then when you're ready, roll onto your right side. Lying in that fetal position, your knees gently drawn up towards your chest, your head supported with your hands made into a pillow or with a block. And just bring your focus and attention, awareness to one more breath. Deeply into your belly, exhaling slowly. And then when you're ready, push yourself up to an easy seated position. An easy seated position is anywhere where your spine is straight and at ease. So sit up on a block or sit up on a pillow and it feels like it's an effort to keep a straight and tall spine. I can sit with a straight and tall spine, but it's just a little nicer with that block underneath. It takes all effort out. Let the backs of your hands come to rest on the tops of your knees, and close your eyes. Reconnect with your breath through your nose to the bottom of your lungs, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, see if you can hold that tall and lengthened posture with ease. Another deep inhale, lengthen your spine. With an exhale, bring your hands into heart center in a prayer position. Thumbs gently pressed into your chest. Let your chin drop down gently. Namaste and have a wonderful day.